Hi friends, my name is Jay Flores, and this time I wanted to do some analysis for some pairs in the Forex market for the week of May 10th to pretty much the following week. I'm only going to do like 4 pairs this time. The reason for that is I'm doing some analysis also in Spanish for some friends that are doing Forex in different countries. So I wanted to start doing some analysis also on English. It might help some people, you know, that probably starting doing some Forex trading. Excuse me. With this great system, super easy, triple arrow system. It's a great family, a great company that is helping a lot of people getting into the world of Forex and upgrading their lives with, you know, financially. It's a great company. I recommend it 100%. I started with this company approximately a few months ago, 6 or 8 months, and it's helping me a lot. They have not only the system, which is a triple arrow, and it's a great system, but they offer you live sessions, like 3 or 4 a week. They got all different kinds of stuff for designed to help you with your trading. So I decided to start doing some analysis and, you know, pretty much showing how the system works and how it's helping me, and it can help you too. I am not one of the coaches. I'm just a promoter. The company compensates promotion if you know, offer the system and people are getting benefit and people acquire the system, you could pay a compensation. And number one reason that I'm doing it is to help people. Number two is obviously because they compensate your time for doing it. I am not one of their coaches. They have 4 coaches. The CEO and the creator of the system, they call him Uncle P. There's also the signal instructor. I think his name is Mr. Elvis. Jenny, it's a nice lady that does sessions for scalping and also swing trading. They're like 6-figure traders. They're making money all the time. They're helping a lot of people doing it too. And also Mr. Irvin, he does analysis Sundays and on Wednesdays. They are the coaches for the company. You know, I like to get that clear because you know, we're not financial advisors, and especially me, I'm just showing you the system. If you buy the system, you know, I have a special link. I get compensated, and for that reason I can help you to make sure that the system is installed correctly in your computer, and also I can share some of my knowledge in how to use the system or my experience. I've been trading for more than 8 years. I found the system and I found it fabulous. It's a great tool, but it helps to understand how the system works and how also the Forex in general works. So it's very important. So although I know a lot of people that just with the system itself, just following the simple rules, are making good money. So I'm just gonna do analysis in four pairs this week, and I'm gonna start. Let's see, let's start with GBP CAD for this week. If I look this at the 4 hour, I always look for triple arrows or the most recent triple arrows. You'll find them right here. So I kind of put like a circle right behind the 3 triple arrows on 4 hours. Then I like to go down to the 1 hour. And the 1 hour, see a little more details. Let me open this up a little more. Okay, that was a little too much. So I had triple arrows right here. Now triple arrows started forming also on the bottom right here. So one thing that I always keep in mind is, you know, the major trend of this pair. You know, and I always like to look, you know, daily or weekly to establish what is the major pair or the major trend direction. In this case, we're going an up direction. So what that means for me, if I'm in the 4 hour, I do have triple arrows on the bottom, but I just have one arrow in the up direction. So it's not a good time to go into the trade yet. So what I like to do, if I go down to 1 hour, I see the triple arrows. In this case, I have it white, which is the big arrow, yellow arrow, and blue arrow. Well, I do have triple arrows on the hour. And a lot of people, they like to go, you know, into the trade, especially if they look at the indicator down here. They see a cross right here plus the momentums. They start building above the 0 line. So a lot of people go into the trade, and it's very possible that this trade can go, you know, into this area right here. What I like to do, I like to be a little more patient, and I will wait for the triple arrows to form in the 4 hour time frame right here. Then I will go into my trade. Now these are, you know, a little bit longer trades or swing trades. If I use the Fibonacci right here, normally it's used to measure retracements or pullbacks, excuse me. So I pull it from that high right there to that low where the arrows are right now. And if I were to see the triple arrows forming right here, I'm guessing this will be that it will go to 38, go back to the 33rd, and then go in their way up. So bottom line, what are we doing with this pair? Let's wait for the triple arrows right here, because this can keep going down. The trend and the 4 hours can keep going down. If I make this a little smaller, if I look to the left, how far can it go? Well, you got all the space, you know, to go. But normally, if I'm in an uptrend, obviously this is just going to be a retracement, then to start going up. So we'll wait for the triple arrows right here. When we have the triple arrows, we will go into the trade. So that's our analysis for GBP CAD. Maybe a little bit more. We'll see, maybe into that support, maybe bottom support, all this area right here. So it can be any of these areas, or it can form triple arrows in that area and start going up. So let's say we're gonna do a little bit more down, a few more candles, and then we'll look for up. Now this, keep in mind, this is just an analysis. This can go very low, all this area. But the key point is we're waiting for the triple arrows to form. And that's when you're gonna know, because if I'm here in the 1 hour, although I already have triple arrows in 1 hour, this can keep moving lower and lower and lower. So we got to keep that in mind all the time. So the best thing to do, okay, 1 hour, and I wait until I have triple arrows on the 4. That'll be your best bet. Okay, so that's what we're waiting for the GBP CAD. Now we're going to go to the out CAD. Out CAD, we have a bullish trend, and I see a main arrow going down. On the 4 hours, we don't have triple arrows yet. So what that means is this bullish trend can keep moving. One important thing to notice is we have this monthly support. So we're going to wait for triple arrows to form in this area, and they can be anywhere over there in reality, because this can even go a little bit higher and then break down. So our job this week is to wait for that outcat triple arrows to form. If I go to the 1 hour, we already have triple arrows, and if, for example, if somebody sold here because they got 1, 2, 3 triple arrows, and it started going down, you know, for a few pips, and they had everything in their favor. They had a cross. They also had some below zero structure momentum, and then the bullish took over again. That's why I say it's very important to wait for the 4 hours for better chances, because even the 4 hours can still move another high. Okay, so very, very important. We don't have a not even an arrow on the daily yet, but the only reason I think that is very important is because we have this monthly support. So if we see a reaction, we are going to sell in this. What will be the reaction to have triple arrows on the 4 hour, and then we're gonna sell down. And obviously the other arrows, if this high doesn't get broke, we're gonna have triple arrows in around this area over here. That's where we're gonna shoot down from that point. Okay, let's do a PNCD. Okay, so 4 hours. What is the first thing we're gonna do? System very, very simple, very effective too. We look for triple arrows. Where do we have the triple arrows? Make this a little smaller. Triple arrows are right here. So I'm going up. It's in a bullish trend in the 4 hour. Okay, I want to make that one very, very clear. Now, where are we at this point? We're right here. What's going on there? If I go to 1 hour, let me put a circle. So mark that area. Try to make it small because then the 1 hour is going to make so big. Let's go to 1 hour, and boom, there's where we are right now. We don't have triple arrows. I see a yellow arrow. I see the main arrow, excuse me, and we're still missing the third arrow, which is the little arrows. So the yellow line, the yellow is mainly the entry. So we're still waiting for that on the 4 hours. We don't have an arrow, but it's a very good level. I really like that level right there where it is. Normally it's, if I measure this, you'll notice that we are above, or you know, past 61.8, maybe we're in the 70, 72 area, and those are good areas to look for buys. So what we are gonna do, keep in mind, but we're still on a still moving lower on 4 hours. So what we're gonna do, once you have triple arrows in 1 hour, you're gonna enter for a trade. Enter for a trade, but you're gonna have to move your stop loss to break even, because we don't. Although that we start gaining some pips here, we're not certain yet that this is gonna stop moving lower. So always make a trade and move your stop loss to break even. And as this thing picks up, it's going to start shooting high, and it's going to go very, very long, very, very high. I mean, minimum this high right here. Talking about going all the way from this area to that area. That's about It's like 742 pips. That's a lot of pips. Okay, so that's what we're shooting for. So we got to be patient. It's worth it to be patient right here, and wait for that to happen. Best thing to do, I will wait for this to cross on the 4 hour, something like this, to go up. Even if you catch a small move like this, I mean, those are very good pips. Those are 365 pips. That's a lot of pips. So normally, that's normally what I do. So how many pairs I went through? 3. Let's do one more. CHF, JPY. Okay, so if you look, this is exactly what I was talking about. If we wait on the GPNCD like we waited right here, we waited for the cross. So what I like to do normally, I wait for that cross and I put like a line, the cross right there. Then I'm not going to enter, even if I see the cross. You got some structure and momentum, and above the 0 line, the MACD, I wait for the third arrow, for a triple arrow system, to tell me to go in. Then I will go in, you know. After that, I know if I go to the 1 hour, we might have a retracement right here. So that's going to be another opportunity to go with the trend up higher. If it's, look at the major trend. We have a major trend going up, and then we have a lot of room to go up on this one. So 4 hours. Let's say we go do a retracement around there. It's always going to go to the 50% of that dimension right there, retrace. If we're in an uptrend in this case, 66, 60, 70%. I would say most of the time, 70 to 80% of the time. Sometimes he's going to go almost to do a double bottom, but this is one to respect all the time. That's why we gotta let the price to dictate what we are going to do. We cannot assume. We can just say, okay, in the past this is what happened, so we'll just go by probabilities pretty much. After that, we're going to go breaking that high to that high, or that high, or hopefully that high. Okay, but it's a possibility. There it goes. So 1, 2. Obviously the price is not going to shoot straight like that, but it's going to do zigzag, you know, like it does it all the time. Okay, I think those are 4 pairs. If you guys have any questions, or if you'd like to acquire the system, I'm going to leave the link down there. And if you have any questions about the system, there's a website, you know, for super easy. You can go and find it there too. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll probably see you in a week. Again, I'll start doing more videos about this analysis. Thank you.